Hello and welcome back. Let's continue on. We had just escaped the Peggies and we were rescued by a man who didn't know whether to help us or not, so let's just get on with it.
Please, anyone there? Peggies rolled in here like an army, started throwing people into trucks, taking our food, and then I just heard nothing but gunfire. People are dying. Please, someone help us! Don't know how much longer we can hold out. Please, begging you, if you've got a gun, get to Falls End. John C's taking the whole town. Eden's Gate lost their fucking minds. They're gonna kill us all. If anyone's listening, Pastor Jerome and I will do whatever we can. Eden's Gate won't take us alive.
A wee hint of where we're going after we've been here. Looking in a bit. I was thinking about reading all this stuff, but it just can't be arsed really. We'll just go in. See what he wants.
I didn't properly introduce myself back there. Most folks call me Dutch. I've been trying to piece together what's happening up top. It ain't good. Little I can gather is that your partners are alive. For now. Seems they've been split up. Each one handed off to a different member of Joseph's family. You want them back, I get it. I got friends that've been taken too. Problem is, there ain't no help coming. Nobody knows what's going on here, and they won't know until it's too late. There's gotta be people out there willing to fight back against this cult. We need to show them how. We need to build us a resistance. So the first thing we're gonna do is get control of this island. Once we got some breathing room, we can figure out what's coming next. There's a gun and a map in the safe over there. Take them. I'll give you a call on your radio once you get your bearings. Be careful out there.
Right.
Crawling with Peggies. Those fuckers are willing to die for that psychopath that's leading them.
Fair enough. Can we get any more goodies in here after picking up some ammo? This is where we started, Robert. You get a lot of melee weapons run about, but I don't really use too much of them, to be honest with you. With my first playthrough, I've used it very rarely. I prefer to use guns.
Now listen up. If you're gonna build a resistance, there's some things you need to know. There's 4 ways you can go about this. First, you can liberate any hostages the cult's taken. These are good people who might just fight alongside you if you help them. Second, you can destroy Eden's Gate property that's all over the place now. Hell, they built 2 goddamn shrines on this island alone. Third, you can tackle resistance missions. There are a lot of folks out there waging their own war against this cult, and they could sure use your help. And last, if you're really looking for a fight, you can take on the cult outposts that have popped up across the county. Liberating those places will give the resistance solid footholds to push back against Eden's Gate.
It's pretty straightforward. You've got a wee bar.
I've got cameras set up all over this island. I'll keep an eye out for anything useful. For now, head south and take out any cult shit you see.
It's a bar, and what you do basically is complete missions and wee things throughout the world, liberate places, and the longer the bar fills up, the closer you are to finding a person that, you know, controls the region. See here we've got, like, if you rescue these people, you get resistance points.
Seems like a waste of time.
Like that.
There's gotta be a way out.
I'll take that.
I need you to help. I thought I was done for. Thanks.
You can see when you get resistance points, it fills up the meter, and basically that's the whole premise of the game. You go to each region, you do wee missions, and liberate places
These
until
loony fanatics are out of control. If you want to protect yourself,
the
I think
end.
there's a prepper stash near the boathouse. Should have some good gear squirreled away.
So this is what the guys just tell you about. This is one of the things with the game as well. It actually rewards you for not fast travelling to places. You can actually find like things throughout the world. You meet people as you walk along, and they tell you about wee things like prepper stashes and places to liberate and things to check out. So it's actually better to walk between locations because you find out more about the world rather than just fast travelling. Like here's a place up here we can check. It's always better to have a wee check round about and just explore. I know a lot of people don't really like exploring it, they'd rather just get right into the nitty gritty and some of the action, but like these things here. The reaping has begun. The Father has commanded us to raise these shrines throughout the region to spread his word. Once it is built, the sinners will try to deface it. We must defend these structures at all costs. We must build these shrines so the Father's wisdom will take root and grow. And they're marked with these wee symbols. So basically what that's done is, if I now go to my map, it's marked the location of a cult shrine, which I can take out as well. So I've now got a prepper stash to cult shrine. So it's good to explore, because you get a wee rough ideas of things that's happening in the world, places to check out. Check this.
Hey, Henry. I'm at the edge of the wood near where you spotted the fire sign. I don't know what that showboater was doing buzzing the treetops, but the sky is now clear of air traffic. That smoke plume is pretty thick, but I need a closer look. What I can't figure out is what all these Peggies are doing out here. There's a whole bunch of them in the woods, calling out like they're looking for someone. I don't know if they're involved, but they seem pretty crusty and... Holy hell! A pickup just drove by like nobody's business, and the Peggies in the back are all carrying rifles and shotguns. I'm gonna... Holy shit!
Get the fucking road. So we'll head down here first. And this is usually prepper stashes. It usually involves a wee mission that you have to do. Hey Mike, I tried to get into the underground stash, but a pipe burst and flooded everywhere. I have no idea what's still salvageable. We need just to run the pump to drain the water. I know the power switch is in the boathouse, but it's locked and you didn't leave me the key, so I'll leave that to you. These are usually quite easy. They're kind of a little bit problem solving, but they're normally quite easy. It usually marks it like this with a big fucking gold mark. So it's basically a case of trying to get into the boathouse.
Fuck, kid! You hit pay dirt! That's the location of a prepper stash. If you can find your way inside, there's usually a bunch of useful shit that's been squirreled away. We'll go take a look.
Oh, we'll jump up here. Just a case. I may as well just take a paddle. It's no, as I said, I don't really use them, but so you kind of get in there. There's the key. Usually, when you come across a locked door like that, the key is normally nearby. It's not like it's like miles away, or there's like an enemy will be holding it, or whatever. But for the most part, they're normally quite close by. There we go, pushes the water out. and it should drain this, so we can now get in. And we can kick it fuck out it to get through it. A lot of people like using the bow. I never really liked it. I didn't feel like you get enough ammo for it. You kept running out of ammo, and not a lot of like enemies use the bows too much, so it's kind of hard to come across. To come across a lot of ammo for it, I find. So I prefer just using the gun. The crafting can be good as well. It's good. It's not. It's quite primitive actually. If you go in here, you can make Molotovs and other explosives. I quite like the remote explosives. They're quite good. The proximity ones are quite fun as well, but it's mostly for very, very basic crafting compared to like the other Far Cry games. It's very basic. Right, so we've done that. We'll go and visit this cult shrine. I just love the environment in this as well. It's a really pretty looking game. It actually feels like you're being rewarded for exploring and just walking about rather than just like fast travelling to places, because you get to see all this nice stuff. So what we got here? Get to, well, let's see it. Let's see if we get closer. Fucking shitey aiming. There's another one there. Now, the first time I played this, it took me ages to figure out how to fucking blow it up. I actually shot this a couple of times and I thought, oh, that's obviously not working, so I was trying to blow it up with grenades and stuff. You basically just keep shooting it and it fucking destroys. More nitro. So that's a shrine.
Kid, I just saw the cult grab a guy down by the docks. You help him out, and maybe he'd be willing to pick up a gun and return the favor.
This is practically a mission to... It's kind of like a wee tutorial on how to have followers and stuff. I didn't really use too many followers throughout the game. You can have people, like you find special people through the game that help you. But I never really used too many of them. The only ones I really used was the dog. The dog's pretty good because he finds enemies before you do. Just give me... That'll do it, fuck him.
That one of ours?
It's teaching me about throwable stuff.
Hey, get me out of here. Quick and quiet.
Thank you, Deputy.
Now you can hire him solo. Hire him, and now he'll follow you a bit. Reach the forest station.
Now that you're partnered up, the two of you should head to the Forest Research Station. Cult's been crawling all over that place, using it as a depot for their goddamn bliss. Clear them all out. Send a message. We're not fucking around anymore.
Bliss is like the local drug. You'll come to find out more about that as the story progresses. It's the drug that they use to kind of control. Press G to order your gun for hire to move to a target location. Press G to order your gun for hire to attack. Undetected, your gun for hire will try to stealth. Sometimes they just charge in. I think if you press... Yeah. This is the best way to kind of target people and all. It just seems to be that if you just scan the area, it'll just pick them up even if you don't see them. It's the best way to find targets if you're not too sure where you're looking. So you can go in stealthy here, but I'll maybe just go in and just go fuck it. Here we go. You're down. You're down. Your gun for hires actually, they're not too bad, but I never really used them too much. Another guy that I quite liked using was there's a guy you come across. He's a rocket launcher guy.
Good job clearing up
He's
the
pretty good.
research station. Peggies won't be back after the ass whooping you just laid on him. While you're there, check around and see if any folks are left alive.
First my family,
I mean, why
now
not?
me. Do something. You're an angel. Thank you. The cult's been creeping around the island for weeks. Looks like they're trying to set up a base of operations at the old ranger station.
The ranger station. So this is what you do. You get find wee people and they tell you wee things. So it's quite good. See, the reaping has begun. The father has commanded to raise these shrines throughout the region. It's the same thing again, but what it's done now is it's gave us the location of another shrine. Money can be quite good. I found that it kind of came redundant later in the game. It was more just taking a restock and ammo when you come across people that get back for. It's good to begin with to kind of get the guns that you want and put the attachments you want on them, but late game I didn't really find too much of a use for them. So now we're going to liberate the ranger station with my wee Eric Ellis. I'll just call him Hoyu.
Living off the land. Respect.
Right, swim across. Fuck, Hoyu is quite a fast swimmer. Faster than me anyway. You do get perks to make yourself swim faster and stuff.
Took down my
Um,
first deer not too far from here.
First deer. Seems that Hoyu likes a bit of hunting. Hoyu, hurry up. Right, the ranger station.
Getting a better angle.
Again, if you just do this, there you go. That's how easy. I didn't even see half of the guys through there, but fuck it, they're all. It's easy enough. So we'll just go in, because we've got the help up, we'll just go in. They circles mean it's somebody that you need to help. So we'll just go in and there you go. Easy peasy. Usually when you liberate places like this you get like story missions and like helper missions, which is pretty good too. Maybe there's another location.
Shit, kid. I'm impressed.
It usually tells you places to check out. These are all fast travel locations. It's usually wee landmarks and stuff through the map. It's a good way of getting around quick, but as I said, it can be benefiting to, you know, just...
Next step is clearing up the radio signal. My CB's on the fritz.
Yeah.
I can't get a hold of anyone off this island. The radio tower near the south shore must be busted. You think you can take care of that for me?
This is the bit that most people that have played a Far Cry before will remember. It's like climbing towers and activating radio towers.
Hey Lance, I'm not sure what to advise. The Seeds don't have any claim to the property. The station is built on federal land after all. But if their people are traipsing around the area and, what did you say, taking measurements and such? Anyway, those folks from Eden's Gate could potentially be charged with trespassing. I know they're kind of weird and unsociable, but I think if you give them a harsh word and a hard stare, they'll back off. I mean, how dangerous are these nut jobs gonna be?
Just how dangerous. So the tower mission, it's, if you've ever played a Far Cry game, especially for Far Cry 3 onwards, one of the main features of like showing you most of the areas was to climb towers and activate them. And a lot of people seemed that's what they called it, was tower climbing simulator. So in this one, You only ever seem to do it the once, and they kind of poke fun at the fact that they did this before and people realise that they were doing it before, so it can be quite funny. I don't know if Hoyu will climb this. I think Hoyu will just stand down there. He maybe must be fear of heights. Sounds like a fucking predator there.
I know what you're thinking, and no. I ain't gonna have you climbing towers all over the county for me, so don't worry. Also, try not to fall from up there.
As you can tell, that's their wee poking fun at the fact that they had you climbing loads of towers in their previous games. You see it's awfully smoggy.
Hey, deputy. I'm getting a strong signal now. Let's open up your map. I'll walk you through what I'm hearing.
Oh, Hoyu isn't fear of heights.
Let's look at the big picture. Zoom your map out so we can see the whole county. Now, Hope County is divided into 3 regions. To the north, you got the Whitetail Mountains. It's run by Jacob Seed, oldest brother of that fucking family. Jacob's the one training the cult, and he's damn good at what he does. Eli and the Whitetail Militia have been trying to hold out, but Jacob's ready to step on their necks. Southeast of there, you got the Henbane River. That's Faith's territory. The little sister. I've heard all sorts of stories about people losing their minds in a place called the Bliss. Now, head west to the Holland Valley. John Seeds just rolled in there and has taken everything in the name of the cult. Food, supplies, and worst of all, people. Now, they're gonna have plenty more calls all over the county. I'll keep you posted on anything that'll be useful.
So this is basically just a breakdown of the 3 regions. Before you can obviously go after the father, you need to go after his 2 brothers and his sister. And that's it. Basically this is what you do, the same as what we did in this island here. See how we've got the resistance points right up. So what you do is you go into each area, do missions for people, find locations, prepper stashes, and build up your resistance points until you reach the top, and then it's obviously a showdown final mission against whoever is in charge of the region. Pretty straightforward.
Fog should be clearing soon, which means we can get you off this island. Sit tight, shouldn't be much longer. Oh shit. Deputy, I'm picking up something new out of Holland Valley. It's a broadcast from John. You need to see this.
We are all sinners. Every one of us. You, me. Even the Father knows deeply of sin. It's poison that clouds our minds. What if I told you you could be free from sin? What if I told you that everything you ever dreamed could come true? What if I told you that everything could be overcome if you embraced an idea? That freedom from sin can come from the power of just one word. Yes, I am a sinner. Yes, I wish to be unburdened. Yes, I must be redeemed. If you're watching this, know that you have been selected. You will be cleansed. You will confess your sins, and you will be offered atonement. Don't worry. You don't have to do anything. We'll come for you. Welcome to Eden's Gate.
Fucking creepy bastard.
John C's got your partner, Hudson. She's in a world of shit, kid. You gotta get going.
Right, so before I leave the island, I think there was one more shrine today.
Kid, I marked 3 locations to your map to get you started. The lumber mill up north, the Hope County Jail to the east, and the town of Falls End to the west. Now it's your call, but if I were you, I'd start with Falls End.
So we'll go back down here and check. We've still got a shrine to do, so I'll go and do that first before I go anywhere. Falls End's where I went first. You can go anywhere you want, I think, to begin with, but Falls End's where I started. That's where we'll probably go in this playthrough as well. May as well just go with the flow. Take out John Crazy Boy Seed first. I love the wee adverts in the telly and that. It's like inspirational music meant to make you feel nice, and the power of yes, that's his big thing that he seems to do, is everything's all yes. He's even got a big billboard, fucking Hollywood style sign. That aiming is pish. If you stand too close to Bliss, you go into this kind of hallucinating, weird, funky state. You get into that quite a lot when you're going through Bliss fields and sometimes in the water and whatever else. So take that out. Medikit, don't need the medikit. It's always good to look at the bodies, I know, that's where you get most of your ammo and shit for. Let's see. Right, so that's that done. We'll get this reaping truck. Silos. But it's quite a nice looking game, I liked it. I fair enjoyed it, it was quite peaceful to look at. Nice environment.
Follow the gravel road off island until you hit the Devil's Fork and see which way the wind takes you. Best of luck, Deputy. I'll call when I've got some new info. Dutch out.
Right, well this is where we will head to Falls End, but I'm going to leave this episode here. I'll just mark it on my map for the last thing. And Falls End's down here.
Falls End has fallen to the Peggies. If you can hear me and you can help, we really need you. Mary May out.
So that's where we'll be heading next. Quite a long drive, but we'll do okay. So I will see you next time. Cheers!